Okay, let's just go over the start date add-on really quickly. This is a great add-on if you need to be able to have multiple start dates or multiple, we'll call them charge dates as well. So for example, you're launching summer class, you're launching an online course, you're launching even a class where you might have multiple days that will be the start date for, an annual subscription or a monthly subscription or even a weekly subscription. Okay, so what I've got in here right now is I've got a form that I've set up called subscription start date. And if you go into settings and then Stripe, we'll see in here that we have, I've already created the feed for this called delayed start date. Okay, so it's transaction type is a subscription. And I'm going to edit that to open it up. And it's just like any other feed that you're going to set up for Stripe. So I just named it delayed start date. Transaction type is subscription. I've gave it the subscription name of 2020 Summer Camp. It's going to be the form total. My billing cycle is going to be 1 week. So every 1 week, it's going to charge the amount mentioned in my form. And then I don't have any setup fee. I don't have a trial fee. And then if we scroll down, we'll see that all this information is normal, just like you set up any other feed. So I've got email address. I've got it set up to my Stripe account. And then this is where we start getting into the Gravity Forms start date add-on settings right here. And I've got to go into the form and just add my field in there and my dates, but this is where we'll come back to in just a minute once we do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into edit mode on the form. All right, so I've got my sort of the prequels for setting up my subscription. And what this add-on will do is it'll add another drop-down option right here called GravityStripe Fields. I'm going to click down on that, and we've got a GravityStripe date. Okay, so I'll drag that up top here, and I'm just going to put choose a camp start date. All right, and let's go ahead and just get rid of all these for now. I had already played with it and had some in there. Okay, so all right, so I've got no dates set right now. And if you need to add your multiple start dates, just go ahead and click inside the field. It's going to give you a calendar. Obviously, these are days that have passed. And I can go ahead and choose that we've got camp starting Friday. We're going to add another one. Also got camp starting the following Friday on the 10th. And I've got one more camp that starts on the 17th. All right, so I've got all my camps there, and it is required. And then I'm going to go ahead and update this. Okay, so now if I preview this, we take a look at the front end, we've now got start dates. Okay, now if we go into the settings area again, into Stripe, delayed start date, edit. All right, and we're going to scroll down. And what we're going to do here is now we can choose enable start date and assign a start date. And what's going to assign that start date is going to be choose a camp start date. That's the field. Okay, so we'll go ahead and update these settings. All right, so now if I go into, let's go back into preview here. I'm going to choose a start date of July 3rd, put my email address in here. Let's do db@zerozendesign.com. Remember, this is going to charge $19 every week. 4242424242424242. I think that's enough. Probably need another one. And this is all test data, so I need to choose time in the future. I think I've got enough here. Let's find out. Okay, so that's submitted. So now let's go over here to Stripe. Let me grab these login details here. All right, and then let's take a look at our payments. All right, so my subscription was created, and actually let me find all the customers here. All right, so here we are right here. And what we've got, because obviously it's going to be happening in the future, what it does is it went ahead and it adds your trial for the amount of time up until that start date. So we said that camp is starting on the 3rd, so that's the first day that they're going to be charged is on the 3rd. So what it did is it went ahead and set up a trial from now until the 3rd, or now until the 2nd, and then obviously that first charge will actually happen on the 3rd itself. Okay, so at this point there hasn't been a charge yet. We're at 0, but on the 3rd it will go ahead and charge them that $19 for camp to be starting, and it will bill them every week thereafter the $19. So that is the add-on for the start date for GravityStripe. And again, this is great for any sort of a camp or enrollment, class enrollment, anything like that that's going to be happening in the future. And you don't want to charge them right now, but you do want to charge them, or you do want to go ahead and have them register to hold that seat. And then they will be charged on the first day of camp. You don't have to do anything manually on that first day to get them started and get them paid.